Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. It's Friday, and we're getting closer to the end of the month. And I have to tell you, in October, we're going to be ramping things up with some new strategies and some new things that all of you are going to be able to do. We've really charged up our project launch scripts that are going to enable all of you to move your prospects along even quicker. And in any event, I have heard, let me flip over here. Everybody is coming out of the woodwork. And Joanne, I'm clearly glad to see you. LinkedIn has a new feature. Actually, it's not a new feature. But when you go over to your network and we're talking about catch up, this is going, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for any length of time, this feature right here can literally double. That's right, double your activity. And we're going to show you how you can use LinkedIn to promote these things to everybody that you're connected to. But what blew me away, come down here for birthdays. You've got people that are having birthdays today. And you really want to pay attention to this for those of you that have it. And if you don't have it, you're gonna need some advanced feature, or this only comes with the advanced features. But the other day I came on here, and we keep scrolling down a bit. I ran into someone. Here he is, right here. Now, Mike Roth and I started working together back in the old AOL days. Mike was a top earner in Nu Skin, multi-million-dollar earner. And for those of you that remember me wearing that black M&M shirt, M&M jacket, he gave it to me. Great guy. And last night we reconnected, had a tremendous conversation. But this is going to enable you to reconnect with people that you connected with maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Let me come back up here. So, and let me unmute Joanne. The interesting thing is on Facebook, you change your picture, everybody knows about it. Let me unmute Joanne. Morning.
You like my new picture?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, green is, definitely your color.
I agree. Thank you.
So, how's everything going?
It's going pretty well. I use your techniques, as you know, in all aspects of my professional life, and every once in a while, I have a few minutes or an hour here and there, and I pop in and work my network marketing business, and it's always fun. You could like you said, you could pick up anywhere. And over the weekend, I was listening to some of your recordings, and it gave me some ideas. And I spoke with someone last night that is interested in being a builder, so you can pick up literally anytime, anywhere, and just do the dance with what you teach us. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
Let me give you a couple of little tips. I don't know whether you picked up on this. If you go down here to where you've got everything here listed,
Hmm.
if you remove this, just take it
Oh
off
yeah,
completely and then put it back, it broadcasts to everybody that you're connected to that, you know, you either you haven't started a new job,
yeah,
but there's a new job on your
yeah.
profile,
Makes them look.
and that gets you activity. Another thing that and of course the other thing is you know you just change the start date, that'll give you an anniversary. The other thing that um, has proven to be an outrageous benefit for everybody, and let me see if I can find it. One of my oldest friends, that $1 million earner in her business, Renata Lundberg.
Hmm.
Um, he's in a business where you know everybody wants to get customers, and so over the years, she has accumulated a tremendous number of customers. People love the products; they keep buying the products. They would never give up the products. So what does she do? You know, the general perception in network marketing, which turns all kinds of people off, is that you have to go and you got to sell it to your friends, you got to promote it so people stay away from the business. And so what she discovered, in fact, let me listen to her words.
Max, I just want to tell you that since I've started working with you personally with a one-on-one coaching session, and since I have been able to send our associates to your free webinars, to your boot camp, our business has completely changed. So many people who have been with us for many, many years are now coming out and texting me and emailing me and telling me that with your social media method of operation, they are now on board building a business. It's incredibly exciting to us because these are people who deserve it, and I know they can be successful with your methodology.
So the moral here is when you have customers, and this is one of the things that is helping a number of leaders um, experience tremendous growth, is again, just make your customers aware. If you're interested in learning how to build a business without having to chase your family and friends, jump on one of Max's webinars. Now, 2 months ago, let me, do you hear that background noise? Anybody hear any background noise? My housekeeper's running the load of
Oh, we
wash.
don't hear it.
You don't
Yeah,
have,
we don't
okay,
hear it.
okay. So what happens is 93, no, 95% of the people that are in network marketing are orphans. You were an orphan. In other words,
So true.
you didn't have anybody to work with, but you love the products and you love the company. So you could pop on here and connect with people, and people could be in sales, and it doesn't matter what they're selling, okay? But if you're talking to, for example, another network marketer, one of the examples I used last year, actually we've used her a couple of times, is Melissa who recruited 13 people over 10 days over the Christmas holidays. And she did it by reaching out. She was an eBay seller. So she reached out to other eBay sellers, and she had a little, her presentation was, I've been an eBay seller for 10 years. How long have you been one? And they come back and tell her, and then they ask her, how are you doing? Actually, then she would ask them, how are you doing? They would tell her, and then they'd come back and ask her how she was doing. And she had a great response. I found something that is easier to sell because, see, when I sell something on eBay, I only get paid when I sell something. But I found something that I can set that when I sell it, I can sell it. Once I sell it, it keeps generating residual income. And so I'm doing more of that than selling things on eBay. Would you like to know more about it? Yes, I would. What experience have you had with network marketing? Some had, some didn't. But the end result was in 10 days, she signed up 13 people. Now, the same process would work this way. You reach out to somebody, you could almost tell by looking at their profile that they're not using LinkedIn as effectively as they could.
Almost, Max. Of course you can tell. Once you've trained us, you can spot them like, right off the bat.
Right. So basically, you start a conversation with them, as one network marketer to another, and you, Joanne, really have used this strategy quite a bit by you talking to somebody, you give them a little, suggest they can make some changes to their profile, and boom, you've made a great friend, and you've used that, I know, to sell people insurance, but you can,
Recruiting, yeah, everything.
So what happens is you reach out to another networker, and so how long have you been in network marketing? I've been doing it for X amount of, how long have you been doing it? Is this is this your first company? Have you been with other companies? It's nice to network with other professionals in the industry. You're in one company, I'm in another. And then without basically trying to sell them, you can ask them, well, how are you doing? How is your business building activity going? And their profile isn't generating any kind of activity. So what you do is you can give them some tips on making themselves more visible. I noticed, Mary, that you don't list your birthday on there. If you put your birthday on there, there's all kinds of things that you can do. And then when they come back and they tell you not, because if you ask them, how are you doing? They're going to come back and ask you the same question. And that's where Max GPT can really come into play, because you can tell them, in fact, one of the questions you could ask is, are you using LinkedIn's AI, artificial intelligence? And I got to tell you, we are being bombarded. You're all being bombarded with opportunities to use artificial intelligence. In fact, I'm in the process of getting my wife a new iPhone, and they have artificial AI built in. And with Max GPT, I'm in the process right now of loading up all kinds of different scripts and all kinds of different tactics that all of you are going to be able to use. And the people that are using it are having great success with it. And there's some of my students have actually, let me see if I can bring it up, have recommended, what happens is when you recommend it to someone and they buy it and they use your link, then you earn a commission, 33% of whatever they buy. If they buy it on a monthly basis, you make $6 and something. If they buy it on an annual basis, you make you make $64 and something. And we're in the process right now of compiling commissions, and I've got 3 people that have earned $2,600. Now, how do they do that? They recommend Max GPT to 10 people. They recommend Max GPT to 10 people that buy it. Okay, now you might have to so $640 a week times 4 weeks is $2,500 a month. And the thing is, once they're connected, if things don't work out well in their business, and we're still waiting for this to happen because, Max GPT has only been out really for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Some of these people are going to end up coming back, want to know more about your business. So the idea behind Max GPT, and every Monday night, we're going to be holding a training, and we're going to be loading Max GPT up with strategies and tactics. And in fact, we even let me see if I can bring it up. We even added a, like everything else, it changes because everybody is giving us all kinds of great suggestions. Come in here. So we've added your referrals and commissions. Make it easy for people to see, the people that you recommended it to, how many people have signed up. We've added every Monday we're doing a training webinar. And, whoops, I meant to, let's see, past. So we're putting in the new trainings. And the part about this that I can't even tell you how much I appreciate is the community. So people that have Max GPT questions can come here, and the people that are part of the community are helping answering questions. You got generic questions and suggestions. And what's happening is Max GPT is going to evolve, just like my trainings have evolved over the years. Some of the suggestions that people have made have been outrageous. Now, what's really funny, if you look down at the bottom right, when I started working with these people and they needed a picture, they grabbed that picture, which is one of my original images off a website. And it's still on their list to go in. They're going to update it with, a current picture. But everything is going to change. And in our upcoming boot camp, we're going to give you precise strategies and tactics. The thing that you all have to remember, and this is very important, you're in a relationship business. People do business with people that they know, people that they like. And so your ability to build relationships comes down to communication. And the easiest way to communicate with people is by posting. But it's blowing me away. I'm going to come over here to my network. All right. So I have, go over here. These are the people that have reached out to me. And, I got this one yesterday. So look at Rose, Regional Vice President of Training. Got an MBA. All right. Now you look at the profile. Now, folks, if you can't recognize the fact that this is a bogus profile, then I don't know what to tell you. Yet the picture gives it away. Okay. Now you come down and you look at the rest of the profile, and you know, anybody can copy anything. Regional Vice President. She's been doing this for 8.5 years. Before that, she did this for almost 8 years. And she went to Stanford University. Like I have a PhD from Harvard. Anybody can say anything. But you know, for those of you that've been on Facebook for any length of time, you know, we're constantly being bombarded by offers to connect from people that are clearly bogus. Ladies get friend requests from engineers and military people, and we get all these young girls. But what was fascinating is I looked at the number of contacts she has. Now, what would the benefit be to accepting this connection? Well, if she reached out to me, she's reaching out to all kinds of people. And so her connections could prove to be valuable. Maybe, you know, maybe not. For those of you that are just getting started, you want to do this because it'll build up your network. For those of you that, you know, again, you want to build up your network, if I go and accept this, watch what happens. Now I accepted it from here. So now that we're connected, first level, if I view her profile, and I don't want to view it, I don't want to view it here. Actually, I'm looking at her profile. Let's come back up here and see. Okay, here. So let me refresh this. So she's hiding her connections, but we're still, for all intents and purposes, we're connected. And so when I'm doing a search, if any of her connections fall into the categories of people that I'm looking for, they're going to come up. But here, these are our mutual connections. And so I often look at this and I just question the wisdom some of these people accepting the connection, but it doesn't matter. You're going to learn quickly who you want to communicate with and who you don't. And the ones that you don't, now, by the way, watch what happens when you look at this one. Go to accept it. Take care when connecting. Now, where is this coming from? This is coming from LinkedIn, and you're getting this warning because the algorithm behind everybody's profile measures how many people are not accepting it. You go ahead and you look at the person's profile. All right, so from Pakistan, That could be a reason. And so LinkedIn, you know, when you get these, my suggestion is pay attention, listen to LinkedIn, and don't accept them. Okay? Don't accept them. Another thing that LinkedIn is doing now, which is going to make it easier for all of you, is when you post things. Posting is becoming a big deal on LinkedIn. Now, it was always a big deal on Facebook because it helps you build relationships. And so when you post things, you want to post things that would be appreciated by your target audience. And you monitor the effectiveness of your post by how many people are liking it, how many people are reacting to it, how many people are responding to it. Posting it is not enough. You want to post things that your target audience would appreciate enough to like it, make a comment, or share it. And that's where it really becomes a phenomenal tool. And now LinkedIn has made it easier to do that too. So in our upcoming bootcamp, we're going to be talking about the project launch script. We're going to be showing you new techniques for expanding your connection. We're also going to show you how, in the communications part of building relationships, how you're going to be able to market or to use Max GPT yourself. And then, of course, how to market it to other people. Now, we only have, let me come down here. We only have 3 more days till the end of the month. So there is still an opportunity for all of you to re-engage people that you're already connected to, restart a conversation, and then throw in the project launch script to create some urgency. And some of you will actually be enrolling 2 or 3 people before the end of the month. I'm watching it happen month after month after month. So if you haven't registered for boot camp, I urge you to do it. For those of you that are students, we've opened up another 90-day boot camp challenge. And I'm going to be doing something a little different with everybody. You know, we have our Saturday mastermind sessions. And I'm going to be doing something special with the mastermind people that are participating in the 90-day bootcamp challenge. We're going to be sending all of you trainings that are a little more advanced. And if you're part of the 90-day bootcamp challenge, some of the things that we release on a monthly basis, you'll get early. Example, we're working in October, but there are going to be things that we're going to be sharing in the November bootcamp, but we'll share it with the people in the 90-day bootcamp challenge in October, as soon as these things come out. And most of the time what I'm doing is every time a student comes up with something really hot, really something great, and it's really working, I share it. And I think for all of you, October, November, and December will be the best months of the year. Your business will not slow down over the holiday season. There are more people looking for opportunities than ever before. And all you need is a profile on LinkedIn a profile on Facebook to make it happen. We've got some new success stories that we're going to be unloading on everybody, where people are just doing the basic fundamental things and they're having great results. Every day, you all need to be connecting with new people. Every day. Every day, you're going to be hearing from people that want to connect with you. So, I'll be back today at 1 o'clock. We're going to jump in and do some assisting with conversations. But at the end of the day, you measure your success by the number of people you talk to, by the number of people you ultimately enroll in your business, and what's going on organically that is generating duplication. I'll be back later today. Until next time, best of luck in building your business. God bless. And Joanne, it's always nice to see you.